Hola, welcome to Fan for Spanish Materials. Today's video is going to be about something really important and is how to describe the situations in certain moments. And when this happens, we're going to use past imperfect. So let's come back first to the previous video where we said that we're going to use past simple to to show sequence of events. And we had an example. Fui a la estación. I went to the station. Compré un tiquete. I bought a ticket. Tomé el tren tarde. So that's it. By using past tense, it means that it's a sequence, what I'm talking about. Fui a la estación is first, compré un tiquete is the second thing, and tomé el tren tarde will be the third thing. I'm giving sequence by using the past tense in past simple. So yeah, fui a la estación. Boom. Then bought a ticket, and then I took the train. That's it. That's all I did. Now, yeah, we can talk about sequences, and that's good. But sometimes we don't just want to talk about events, in an order in the sequence. Sometimes we want to describe what's happening around, and this is what we call the situation. What's going on around it? Let's have a look at the first moment. So these are moments or events, yeah? First event, second event, right? We have the first event here. This is and this is a moment. There is a second event here. This is also a moment. There is a third event here, and here there were also a moment. Yeah, maybe the three of them also can be a whole moment. Yeah, but for now we are gonna just try to describe what's happening around. So let's take the first one. Fui a la estación. Good. Y había mucha gente. So let's do the first one. Fui a la estación. So yo fui a la estación. Good. I went to the station. Yeah, that's an event. But when I went to the station, when I went there were more things going on. Yeah. For instance, there were lots of people. Había mucha gente. Yeah, as you can see. Yeah, there are a lot of people here. Yeah. And also, era la 1:22 p.m. True. Yeah. Look at the clock. 1:22 p.m. Yeah. And hacía calor. If you have a look, people here are wearing, you know, like t-shirts. So I am describing what's happening around. This is a moment. Imagine you freeze the screen of a movie and then you describe what's happening around. So so when you describe what's happening around, you're going to use the past imperfect. Yeah. And this is extremely important. And this is one of the most important uses of the past imperfect is when you describe the situation around, then you use past imperfect. If you want to give sequence to events, you use past simple. Yeah. I could stay here forever using past imperfect by describing the whole thing. I could say, había mucha gente, era la 1:22, hacía calor, eh, el día era muy, muy bonito, estaba muy feliz, tenía hambre. Yeah. So I am describing all this situation with the past imperfect. Yeah. If I wanna um, like put a next event, then I have to use again past simple. And that's why here, let's have a look at the main one. I had the first event. I went to the station. Fui a la estación y había mucha gente. And I can go on here describing this moment when I went to the station. Compré un tiquete. Ah, so I'm not longer like going to the station. Now I'm buying a ticket. So this is like it's bringing a sequence now. Yeah. Compré un tiquete. But, look, there were things no tenía tiempo. So here I'm describing. Let's go to the second moment, to the second event. Okay. Fui a la estación, había mucha gente, era la 1:22, hacía calor. Compré un tiquete. So that will be the next thing. Yeah. Compré un tiquete. Pero no tenía mucho tiempo. In that moment, I didn't have time. Había un perro. There was a dog. Yeah, this one here. Un señor me miraba. This one here. Yeah. So this was the situation. Yeah. I bought the ticket, but in that moment, yeah, I'm describing. In that moment, there was a dog. I didn't have time. A guy was looking at me. Yeah. And I can go on. I don't know. There was an old man here. Yeah. The machine didn't work, and whatever you want to say. Yeah. So here what we're doing is just describing the situation. Yeah. And here what we're doing is just giving sequence of things, of events. Yeah. So yeah. And then we're gonna go on, we're gonna carry on with the next one, the third instance, the third event. In the third event, tomé el tren, right? Fui a la estación. Second, compré un tiquete. Third, tomé el tren tarde. Wow, I was late. So, entonces tomé el tren tarde. That was the third thing, the third action, the third event. I'm bringing sequence now. I'm no longer buying the ticket. I'm taking the train now. Yeah. And in that moment, estaba cansado. Estaba muy cansado. Había fila. The line is called fila or cola, sometimes people call it, but fila is the most common one. Tenía mucha hambre. So I was hungry. So in that moment when I was here standing up, right, I was tired. There was a line. I was hungry. So I'm describing the situation here. Yeah. I'm pretty much describing the situation. Yeah. Yeah. I took the train, but I was tired. There was a line. So these are descriptions. So, and because I'm describing, I'm using past imperfect. That's why here you see all these verbs in past imperfect. Estaba, había, tenía. Remember, past imperfect. AR verbs, aba. ER and IR verbs, ER and IR. ER and IR verbs, just IA, IA. So that's the difference. When you're talking about something in the past and you start hearing these verbs like that in imperfect, it's because it's a description of the situation. That's all. It's a description of what's going on. It's not bringing any sequence. In poetry, this happens a lot. Like if you read a poem, the writer can describe something for a long time and there is no next thing. Sometimes it's annoying even because you're reading a poem and the flowers are red, the breeze touches my eyes, and the sun is burning my feet, and so on and so on, and I was feeling I don't know, whatever. So they carry on describing the moment and the moment and the moment, but there is not a next thing happening, so it gets kind of stuck. Yeah. So remember, past imperfect is what poets use. Yeah, is what everybody, all of us, use to describe the situation, the moment, what's going on around. And past simple, on the other hand, is to bring sequence. If you put a verb in past simple, it's because you want to talk about the next thing that's gonna happen, the next thing, the next thing, and the next thing. So you have to yeah, kind of mix them, right? If you only bring sequence, yeah, let's say you say, fui a la estación, compré un tiquete y tomé el tren tarde. Yeah, good. I understand. But to be honest, it sounds boring to me because you're not giving me any emotions. You're not like if somebody says this person is not gonna put me there. It's not gonna bring me to that scene. So it sounds like kind of a robot. I went to the station, I bought a ticket, I took the train late. Cool. But if the person wants to transmit more, then it's good to describe what's happening around. Yeah. And then that gives me a better understanding of the scene. And that's what makes beautiful the language itself. Yeah, because you cannot just say what happens, like the events, but also you can describe what's going on around. So it's like books, right? You read a book and they take you to that place. Yeah, a novel, they take you to that moment. That's why it's so important to describe what's happening. And this is, I would say, the main purpose of Past Imperfect is to describe what's happening in the past, like what's going on around. So that would be, that would be it. I hope you use this. So far, you've been doing. I mean, after the survive level, I am sure you just use this. You've been doing just this. I did that. I did that, and I did that, and I did that, and I did that. And yeah, that's good. It's good. It's really good. But if you wanna, you know, get to the next level, then you have to start doing this. You have to describe also the situation. Yeah. Um, Sometimes you don't even have to start a sentence by bringing sequence. Sometimes you just start a sentence by describing. Yeah, because by you describing the situation, you're gonna give reasons why you did the next thing. Yeah, let's say I could be like, I was tired, it was raining, um, I was driving really fast, um, I was hungry, and then I closed my eyes and I had an accident. So you see, before I was describing the situation, and then I said I closed my eyes, cerré mis ojos, y tuve un accidente, and I had an accident. So all these descriptions are really important because it's like it's showing and putting you in the scene, so people understand why you close your eyes, why you had an accident. So that's how you should use the language in a beautiful way. These words here, pero, are optional. You don't have to put them, but you can also add them. uh, or cuando, you can say, cuando fui a la estación había mucha gente, but you don't have to use them. Yeah, they're like additional. Okay, that will be it. Practice this a lot. This is going to take a long time. This is one of the most important videos of this level 2 converse. Because if you have a conversation about the past and if you use this, trust me, people are gonna like your sentences. They're going to be more interested in what you say because you say it like, you put them in the scene. It's beautiful. They're going to have fun. They're going to enjoy your conversations. So, how to practice this? So, good. No worries. It's not that easy. So, the first thing you're going to do is carry on talking the way you were talking before, just using past simple. It's okay. It's fine. Yeah. If somebody asks you, hey, what did you do yesterday? Yeah, you can say I did this, I did that, and then I did that, and then I did this. Yeah, it's a sequence, no problem. It's good, it's great. But then little by little, you're gonna start adding certain little things, descriptions, tiny descriptions, so you can talk about how you felt, the weather, if you had money or not. So you're gonna start like adding these little details about, how was the situation in that moment. So by doing that slowly, slowly, maybe at the beginning just add one thing, and then later you start adding more, two, three, five, and then at the end you're gonna start talking like a like a po like a poet. well, so hopefully, but yeah, this is what you have to do. Um, quiz flashcards and notes on writing are important, but they are not as important as practicing this in a real life situation by talking to people about past situations or things that happened in the past, and just mixing both the sequence of events, yeah, plus descriptions of moments that happened during that story. That's what you have to do, and I will say in several conversations, if not hundreds or thousands, for you to nail this 100%. That will be it. Have fun. Watch this video lesson again and again. It's really important, and I hope you get really good at this. Hasta luego, and see you in the next video lesson. Bye bye.